This is everything else. Yeah, this is everything else. Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Everything Else. Jamal's already exhausted for shooting guns, and I am Marcus the Grand Finale. But you're lucky for you people out there, just lucky for you that only one of the faces of Jamal is tired from shooting guns. The other two are ready to go. How you doing, Jamal?
I am doing fantastic. This has been a great time to be a fucking wrestling fan. God damn it, great time. I'm ready to get into it, man. We had a hiatus last week. So much shit to talk about.
So much. Like this is the 1 week where I wanted to strangle Manny and go like, this is not the week to take off Manny. Come on, this is not the week. This is not the week. And as I was watching Raw this week, I was like, if one more motherfucker come back or come out of this ring, this vacation is over. You're doing a show tomorrow morning. Don't matter what's going to happen. Like I said, if I see anybody else from New Japan randomly show up on Monday Night Raw, we got a problem. We're coming back. I don't care. And I specifically said Okada, to be honest. That was the only.
Everybody wants that Okada, man. Everybody wants that Okada run, that Okada push. They want 2016 Okada back.
I'll take 17, 18, 19, 2022, 2021.
Nah, I don't know about 19 Okada. He had some the
clown. Oh no, that was Balloon Okada, right? That was yes. Balloon Okada. Maybe not Balloon Okada. No. With the purple hair. No, he was having
Balloon Okada.
I can imagine Triple H saying, "Oh yeah, we're doing Forbidden Door shit. Oh, we're bringing in Okada. Wait, what? Balloon Okada? No." No. What the hell is this? This is not what I wanted. But yeah, what a fantastic week. And I you know what? I can start off with blah, 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 and all this stuff. But I want to start off with the most recent news. Monday Night Raw, the neverweight overweight champion, has returned to WWE. And the Good Brothers are back and they're aligning themselves with AJ Styles. And they're going by the OC again. The feud with Judgment Day. But at the same time, Karl Anderson is the current never openweight champion and still has dates to defend that title, which means we have a Forbidden Door situation. Somewhere Tony Khan just said, damn the devil, I don't understand why this is happening. What were your thoughts of seeing Machine Gun Karl Anderson come out there and stare down Finn Balor in the Judgment Day and all that stuff?
All right, so for those that don't know, I mean, if you're watching this show, you probably do know Karl Anderson and Finn Balor, right? They're the original core four of said Bullet Club, okay? That's number one. Number two, under contract as the never openweight champion in New Japan, who is still in Bullet Club, and you're on WWE television. What is happening?
No, I'm going to tell you the part that tripped me out. This is the part that trips me out, even though, he is, it's the fact that New Japan World retweeted the WWE brand, and you go, huh? The audacity.
Jay White, after beating Tama Tonga for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, in a great match, by the way. Like, that was one of Tama Tonga's best matches he's ever had. Not Jay White, but Tama Tonga.
Jay White's like,
exactly.
For you, it was the greatest match I've ever seen. For me, I just knocked out one for Tuesday.
But yeah, like, he even shouted out the Good Brothers from, like, he said, he obviously took credit for himself. I'm the catalyst of pro wrestling. It's all by design, blah, blah, blah. We taking over the world. I got Impact. I got WWE. I'm taking care of New Japan. Like, shooting the shit, but still.
This ain't supposed to be like this. This is not the timeline I'm in. And then also on that same day, on Monday, I believe Tony Khan announced that AEW have a working relationship with Noah going forward and stuff. And that got me thinking, Tony, why would you announce that today? Is the New Japan deal done? Because I see Karl Anderson coming out. The WWE usurp the New Japan from you. And if so, the endless possibilities. I don't care what anybody says. I am hyped up. Call me a WWE Mark. I want New Japan versus WWE War Games. God damn it, and I want it now. I want that. I want it now.
It definitely sets a precedence. Like, we haven't seen something like this, as I mentioned to you earlier before the show. We haven't seen something like this in quite such a long time. The most recent being when Mickie James was the Impact Women's Tag Team. The Impact Women's Champion, going into the WWE Royal Rumble match as the Impact Women's Champ. Like, that was crazy enough as it is, and I don't think people understand how crazy that really was. Like, that was history making, not only on a woman aspect, but just a company aspect, like WWE mentioning Impact, like putting the graphic up and all of that. Like, it sets a precedent for now that we know who's in charge, doing the damn deals that needs to be done or people want to see done. What's next? Like, it's not just Impact, and now we got New Japan now. What's next? MLW. We're gonna see some CMLL shit going on. The people that's not willing to work with AEW, are they gonna work with WWE? Like,
yeah,
it just sets that precedent.
Yeah, Triple H is on. I'm gonna say that bullshit. Of which I'm bringing back everybody back. Don't care when they got released. Vince McMahon, you shouldn't have fired my people. Rumors having both Dallases coming back and everybody. Like, he just seems like he's bringing everybody back that Vince fired and wants to come back or whatever. Like, I know Mia Yim's contract is up with Impact. Wouldn't be shocked to see her return to WWE, to be honest, because Triple H seems to just want everybody that was gone. He wants all his NXT brass back. He wants that show back, and he wants to put that on the biggest wrestling show in the world, which is the, SmackDowns and Raws of that nature. It's insane. Absolutely insane. With other comebacks happening, you got Brock Lesnar coming back, the Beard with Elias.
That match is gonna go crazy. That Bobby Lashley go crazy, sir.
In Saudi, I mean, they did the right thing. I didn't know where they were going with him and Seth both being injured, fighting, or, well, not injured, but Seth coming out there and then Lashley attacking. I was like, oh. And then Lesnar comes out, and I was like, oh, this is what they're setting up for Saudi Arabia. Lesnar versus Lashley. Really serious match. A match that everybody's clamoring for, that we had already. But this time it's a little different. This time
it's a little different because, number one, there's no titles on the line. Number two, Roman's not gonna come in and fucking fuck the match up or nothing like that. Not saying that the match was fucked up because he fucked it up, but they have nothing on the line except their pride.
Yeah. And I honestly, the way they've been pushing Bobby Lashley and the way they push Brock Lesnar, the match could honestly go either way at this point, because Bobby Lashley has been one of the faces of Raw. It's been him and Rollins just basically holding down Raw, titleless for the most of it. I mean, we're gonna say Bobby had the U.S. title, but main title, world title, both have not had it, but they've been holding it down. And I look forward to
that motherfucker lose to the Miz and a Money in the Bank obligation. Get the fuck out of here, like, and the Money in the Bank that the Miz didn't even fucking win.
Hey, he won it. He won it back. Okay, he won it in a stipulation. It's either him or Otis at this point.
Otis is sitting there being second fiddle to fucking goddamn Chad Gable over here, and I'm looking at him like, damn, you should be world champion by now.
Nah, Goonin ain't easy. Otis is never gonna be world champion.
He's in the bracket of like a fucking Damian Sandow, Aaron Stevens for those that's watching like NWA and stuff like that. But yeah, like, he won the Money in the Bank. You didn't do nothing. Fucking a Baron Corbin, you won Money in the Bank and you got screwed. Like,
He lost. John Cena's
fault.
No, well, John Cena lost as well. He was the first.
Yeah. Well, fucking Cena setting the precedence for people losing. Idiot.
All right. All right, with all this happening, but none bigger than the return or the reveal of the White Rabbit Bray Wyatt has returned to WWE. What were your thoughts watching this return of video packages and him showing up on stage and return of I guess bearded Bray? I don't know where we're at with Bray right now. We'll find out SmackDown, but what are your thoughts on his return?
My son had a fucking I don't know if anybody's seen the Black Phone, but he had a Black Phone-esque kind of mask going on.
Yeah.
I did like the incorporation of the Firefly Funhouse characters on the outside. I don't know if that's gonna be a thing or if that was just for aesthetics. But Bray Wyatt being back is just good for WWE business. I don't see. I mean, like I there's plenty of things that anyone else could have done. Impact Wrestling would have benefited from having a guy like Wyndham Rotunda to have that on the show, being that they've done something similar like that with Matt Hardy before. AEW could have done something crazy like that, but that just fix the Dark Order, let them not be a comedy act. They could have done that.
Or burn that group to the ground.
Or burn it to the ground and make some fucking new shit. There's just a plethora of things that he could have done outside, but WWE has proven, and Bray Wyatt is one of those guys. Bray Wyatt's like a Chris Jericho that keeps reinventing the wheel, and it's magic every freaking time, every single time that he recreates himself. So
yeah,
I was very excited. It was a bigger pop than Punk coming back. It was a bigger pop
than
coming back. It was a big pop.
I don't know. It was a huge pop. I don't know if it's Punk.
It was a huge pop.
Punk was humongous. That was the loudest I've ever heard anything. That was deafening. Like you couldn't even hear the music when Punk was coming out.
Was it more deafening than Triple H coming back from the ACL in 2002?
See, that's where I would compare Punk to. Like that one was just deafening. Those two are just like, oh, there's this much love for this dude. So to compare, I would say it was I think the build up to Bray Wyatt, just the whole White Rabbit, all the clothes and not knowing for sure, and then like just that whole aesthetic. I remember I was at work and I knew Bray Wyatt was coming back, blah blah blah. But I was like, oh, I gotta see his return.
Yeah,
and I watched it. Yeah, I watched it. I still got like chills on like seeing like the response of like all the creativity and then going like into it, going like the build up. Like as soon as the lights hit out, you hear him going, "You got the whole world." Like you're just like, oh, it just built up
entirely way too long to fucking bring him in. But again, even with knowing, with the CM Punk pop, right? Nobody knew at all.
Well, they knew. They knew.
I mean,
it was low key. It was similar.
It was low key, but like it's like one of those things. Is like, all right, is he or is he not? Right. This is the same kind of aspect, but you still feel it. Like it that happened on Saturday. You're still talking about Goosebumps, my guy.
Yeah. I'm still talking. It's still talking
about Goosebumps. Like, that was on Saturday. I was
literally going like at work, going like, oh shit.
And you're still
like, I can't wait. I know what Bray brings in the ring. The matches aren't the prettiest, but it's still one of the best characters in the past 20 years. Just no matter what he's doing, he just delivers on. Oh damn, Bray's doing this now. This is going to work.
Then the question comes: what is Bray going to do? He has unfinished business with one Roman Reigns.
Yeah, like he is someone a threat to the tribal chief. You don't know if the Wyatt Six is a faction. You don't know if it's more people coming and joining him. That it's just not Bray Wyatt. Like there's rumors of them bringing in Bo Dallas. Is he aligned himself with his brother, they have never actually aligned ever on TV?
Yes, they have.
They have? Yes, when?
NXT before he was Bray, they were tag team.
They were.
Yep. Dang. FCW shit.
That's not canon no more. Not saying that. Damn.
We reinvented the timeline.
Reinvented the timeline. I'm not talking about Husky Harris here. I'm not talking about Husky Harris. I'm talking about Bray Wyatt. But there's just so much like what can happen next and who's joining the group. Like Wes said is
I do not know what Marcus was gonna say, but I'm I'm assuming that there's like people that he thought that was gonna be like, you know, part of that Wyatt group faction. But now that he's back, he can tell you what he was gonna say before he was really
I
interrupted.
God, I hate this thing.
I
casually swiped the hit West, but it went backwards, I guess. Like the other window, and I got kicked out. I was gonna put Wes's comments. What's Alexa Bliss doing? Do you think she's gonna be back with Bray? I think she is. I think it has
she
to be.
should.
She ain't doing shit. She ain't
I
doing
think she
shit. She
absolutely
ain't doing
should.
shit.
The Lily doll is over without the fucking bullshit. So now it's gonna be really over with the shits. Yeah. The Prism group could benefit from being under that learning tree of Schism, Prism, Schism, all the same shit. You're all
yeah. All the cult leaders can join forces here.
You know what I mean?
But it's a lot. It's a lot. Like they were teasing the Joe Gacy and him and all that, his Twitter and all that. But it's just really interesting what's going to happen on SmackDown this Friday, where they're going to go with this, because I think that the anticipation is through the roof. Like, what is Bray doing next? And is he going after Roman? And if he's going after Roman, will they have him beat Roman for that title? I think personally at this current moment, stay away from Roman and the Bloodline. They're doing their own thing with the Sammy thing. I don't want that to be interrupted with Bray Wyatt, but maybe we can have something going later.
I need these three things to happen when it pertains to all of that, right? This is what I think, and this is my opinion, right? So all roads lead to WrestleMania. Royal Rumble, Cody Rhodes got to come back. He's got to win that motherfucker, do it for Dusty, and then eventually unseat the Tribal Chief, become champion, blah, blah, blah. Tribal Chief going to get it back, but the story of do it for Dusty, that's got to go to Cody. There's a lot of triple tag. There's like 3-man teams in WWE right now. Brawling Brutes, Imperium, Legado del Fantasma just showed up on Raw. The Bloodline, they could use any iteration of that. Is there going to be some type of 6-man tag, whatever?
No, no more titles.
But I again, like this is just thought process or whatever.
Yeah.
With the titles, they need to with Sammy, especially Sammy. This goes for Sammy. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have to be again a thing. And it's going to end up coming to the detriment of the Bloodline. Basically, like, the reason why Cody could end up thrown in the Bloodline because the infighting in between, and then fucking the Sammy thing boils over with him and Jay. And then fucking, when Sammy has nobody, he has Kevin, who has beef with Bloodline. And then Sammy and Kevin could be the ones to realistically take the titles away from the Usos, and that'll be entertaining in itself. Both of those dudes are fucking top notch when it comes to entertaining and in-ring work. So like it just makes sense. With Bray Wyatt, having Cody get that Dusty moment, do it for Dusty. Now comes Dusty. Now comes Bray. At the height of everything, at the height of all that, and then Bray comes and ruins it. And then the story continues.
You see, you have Bray ruining that. I have booked this 5 months in ahead. I don't have Bray ruin this. I have booked my entire wrestling show. I'll tell you, this is exciting because normally I'm more like, I don't want to hear anybody else booking, but here's how I have all this booked. First of all, Sammy the Bloodline KO. I have Roman just messing with Jay and saying, I was just joking about all the Sammy stuff. And they just beat the shit out of Sammy. They just beat the shit out of him one day. Like, it's just like, it is a massacre. And the reason I have that happening is because Sammy's going to mess up, and all the infighting is that he's going to cost Roman that title. And this is before WrestleMania. I have Roman losing that title before Wrestlemania. He's going to cost Roman that title.
Like Elimination Chamber, perhaps?
I don't know. Day one. Why not this? Day one. Roman loses day one. I have him losing that title, and it's going to somehow be Sammy and the infighting fault, And the reason he loses the title is because everybody's favorite wrestler, Austin Theory, cashes in on him. You got to get that shit out the way. So he cashes in on Roman. Roman, to lose to Theory, who hasn't won a match in like 20 years, would be like the ultimate disgrace for the tribal chief. Because you already have The Rock out there saying he the tribal chief. You can't be disrespected by that shit. And which will also bring in The Rock, the elder, to come in and be like, you can't be losing to Austin Theory. He has no claim to the throne. You have all that going on around. Also, at the same time, Cody could get his moment and beat Austin Theory and win that title. He can win that title and get that moment. And that's who I have Cody beating around WrestleMania time, is to beat someone like around Austin Theory or around that ilk. Maybe Theory will lose between there, and it's not him. But
Austin Theory that WrestleMania rub, coming in as the champion, coming in as the Miz 07, WrestleMania 27.
But, I'm in that long-term stage. My person I have defeating Austin Theory for his title before WrestleMania, why not have it be Seth Rollins? And the Royal Rumble winner be Cody Rhodes, who challenges Seth Rollins in the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah, I totally see that.
They better go this route. Listen to me. Put me in that room. Let me do it.
I like that. I like mine, but I do like yours too, man. That's pretty good. Crazy.
I just want everybody to give me what I want. I want Okada in the WWE.
Everyone,
give me what I want. I want Okada in the WWE. I want Theory to cash in. I want Cody to do it. I want The Rock versus Roman, and I need Bray Wyatt to do whatever Bray Wyatt does, because I'm going to be interested in whoever he feuds with, whether it's the Bloodline or anybody. Like, I don't know where he's actually going. Like, I don't know, where do you fit him in currently in these storylines? Is he going to be Mr. I have superpowers? Which we can end that. You don't have to have all the superpowers and be shooting shit and have weird matches.
Being that Bray Wyatt is this generation's Undertaker, like, he's got to keep the superpower somewhat. Supernatural got to come.
Yeah. West has Cody versus Bray at SummerSlam 2023. Possible. Really possible. That's a year from now. That could be anything. But looking forward to the return of Stardust. But that could go anywhere, and it's really exciting times on both parts. And on the show, we're like, I believe that Manny and Eric and myself aren't the biggest like Good Brothers fans, but it is nice seeing them back with AJ and involved with Finn and in that storyline. It all seems to make sense.
Well, like, that match that they're eventually gonna have, hopefully, I mean, not hopefully, but like that might. I don't know if I want to see the Bloodline in the fucking War Games match, or do I want to see this in the War Games match?
I think I want to see this, because the Bloodline is going to be without Roman, and what would be the reason for them to have that match? Like, in character wise, the Bloodline, what would they? What do they gain?
It's not so much for them to gain, because this could be the infighting, because Sami Zayn costs them fucking something, like you were saying. Mm-hmm. This could be, oh, we're supposed to be the Bloodline and we fucking lost because of your stupid ass, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's just a collective of people who just tired of fucking Roman shit. You got Riddle, you got Drew, you got fucking KO, like, you have a plethora of people who are just tired of fucking Roman shit. So, that can happen. But again, like, having the Good Brothers come back, they just need one more person, I assume, or just it'll be unprecedented and they have to add a female. Edge. Yeah. Well, basically it'll be Edge and Beth.
Yeah, it'd be Edge and Beth. It'd be that five. The Bloodline's the one without. I mean, not the Bloodline. The Judgment Day is the one who needs one more, because they already have Dominic, Finn, Priest, and Rhea. Edge, Beth? It would be 5 on their side with Edge, Beth, and the Good Brothers and AJ. I'm assuming Rey Mysterio's involved in this somehow.
Yeah, he's got
unless he joins the Judgment Day.
He has to toss paws with his son. Like, he has to go one-on-one with his son. It's inevitable. It's got to happen. Dominic has to beat Rey Mysterio. Must beat Rey Mysterio. Take that nigga's mask, pack him the fuck up out of wrestling, and then be who he needs to be.
And then go by, I am now Rey Mysterio. I am the King of Mysteries.
I am King Mysterio.
King Mysterio. Damn.
I mean, like, you know, Rey Mysterio means king, and like, you know, Reyness, like, you know, king, queen.
Yeah, so we can have all that. Like, I don't know how they're gonna set up this War Games match. I know it's gonna be a women's match and a men. The women's you can see already forming. Like, it's already sides of this Team Bianca versus Team I guess Bailey. Damage control, and that's what's going on there. So we'll see. But exciting times. Moving on, still more stuff to talk about. New Japan introducing a new TV title, 15-minute time limit matches. They're going to do a big tournament the only way New Japan knows how. Everybody you can think of who's in it is in it. Like, just being like, oh, is Aaron Hanari in it? Oh, yeah, he's in there. Is Dave Finley in there? Yeah. Zack Sabre Jr.? Okay. Jeff Cobb? You know. Ishii? I think he's in it. I'm just like 80% sure he's in it.
Yeah, Ishii's gonna go against who I told you about at you know, Declaration of Power, when Ren Narita was just like, look for me type shit. Yeah. He did his best David Finley and was just like, look for me. The matchups are crazy. Zack Sabre Jr. off the rip is gonna go against Alex Zane. That should be a very entertaining match.
That should be good.
That's happening on the 14th. So
yeah, keep that. That's only 2 days away. That's going to be a really good match. Alex Zane, I feel like, is very underrated out there. He is not talked about enough. He's extremely athletic. He's extremely entertaining in the ring. I feel like he's one of those guys where it's like, damn, he's not talked about enough.
Then you got David Finley versus Konamaru, the drinking whiskey motherfucker from Suzuki-gun. Which
I enjoyed that you took your time to say that name.
Because, like, you know, I normally say Kanahamaru, but, like, you know, it's not Kanahamaru, it's Konamaru. See, like,
there you go. I did not hear the difference. I was like, kangaroo. Then
on the 15th, you got everyone's favorite fisherman, Yoshihashi.
He defeated Ishimori.
Versus
as
Jeff
you told
Cobb.
me earlier. I didn't see it. But he defeated Ishimori. I want him dead. Jeff Cobb, I want him dead. I want him in the ground. I want to piss on his ashes.
But the interesting thing here is that in that same bracket, like, whoever wins that match is going to go against the winner of one Evil and Aaron Hanari. So if Aaron Hanari wins, which I hope that he does, and Jeff Cobb wins, which I hope that he does, what happens? Dude, these two fucking beat the shit out of each other, or what?
Beat the shit out of each other. It's for the title. Beat the shit out of each other. It's for the title. It's for the title. Get your shit right. We might be working with WWE. Get your shit right.
On the 16th, you got Sonata versus Taichi, and you also have Kenta versus Goto. So those should be okay matches, especially the Kenta Goto. They're gonna kick the shit out of each other the whole match. Like, it's gonna be
Goto is the natty of Japan. I hope Kenta beat the shit out of him.
He's gonna get his. They're gonna kick the fuck out of each other the whole match.
Yeah. I hope Kenta beats the fuck out of Goto and just make it easy work.
But the match that people should be watching is the Taichi Sonata match because of that history that they've had, you know, since Pro Wrestling Noah type stuff. So
yeah, but it should be a good tournament. The person I have coming out of here, I think it should be Zack Sabre Jr. Personally, I think he's put in enough work in the past 3 years or so, maybe more than that, in New Japan, and just putting on, as Sheamus would say, banger after banger after banger after banger. But and I think that, you know, it'd be nice to get him that time. I think he'd be a really good TV champion.
That TV belt looks like fucking the New Japan equivalent of what that National American Championship from.
No, it looks better than that. It looks better than that. The national championship look like a fruit line up with Reese's Pieces.
So what do you think this is? This belt look like a pocket watch that says New Japan World on it. Like
you know what? I honestly like the design of this belt. I like the design of this belt. I like that it's
because it says New Japan World smack dab in the middle. How pretentious is that?
Maybe
they might as well put a fucking TV around it.
I think this belt looks better than the world title, and it looks better than
You think it looks better than the Cody belt?
The Cody belt?
Yeah, because it looks like the American Nightmare belt.
But the TNT title you're talking about?
Nah, I'm talking about the fuking IWGP.
Oh, you're talking about the weight belt. I was trying to think of Cody belt.
That's Cody Tattoo's belt, man.
Yeah. It does look like a weight belt, but I kind of like that design. It looks different from the other belts. I'm in favor of this belt. I'm not against it. To me, as long as it looks better than the current IWGP title, which I still think looks like trash. Just go back to the old one, guys. Go back to the old one.
So they said that this is supposed to be a young man's belt, and the only young man I see here is Red Narita. And maybe Alex Zane. The Alex Zane
David Finley relatively young. David Finley is relatively young.
David Finley is fucking old by design. Okay.
His daddy he old too.
Yeah. So it's just madness. And he's supposed to go against Ishii off the rip. That's crazy. Yep. He called his shot. He was just like, basically, I'm gonna be the face of New Japan one day, type shit.
Yeah.
Ren Narita. Young Lion Ren Narita.
He dead. Ren Narita is dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Madness.
I mean, we're gonna come back 10 years from that and be like, yeah, Ray was right. Goddamn.
Great O'Khan is gonna go against Yano. Shenanigans.
Shenanigans out of the gate. Shenanigans. But that's something to look forward to in the coming days. The tournament ends at Wrestle Kingdom, right?
Yep. Tournament ends at Wrestle Kingdom on January the 4th.
3 months
Match
away.
Set in stone.
The other thing, you and I both. I watched Bound for Glory as well. You said you gave it I believe I saw the mid-card match a 3 out of 10 or something like that. 3.9 out of 10.
Almost a 4, but not quite because of the booking.
I'm about 6 out of 10. If we're going at a 10 scale, I give it a 6. And to me, the main issue was it didn't feel like the biggest show of the year. Like I feel like Summerversary felt bigger. I feel like other shows felt bigger than this.
The show before felt way bigger than freaking what Bound for Glory felt. This is supposed to be their WrestleMania, and it didn't feel like it for the first time. Well, not for the first time. There's been a couple years in Bound for Glory has fell flat. One of those years being the AJ Kurt Angle with the pink ropes. Yeah. That year.
Yeah, that was a year. Yep.
The Austin Aries John Morrison match, Johnny Nitro, Johnny Impact world title match in New York.
Johnny Gunn for hire.
That definitely fell flat. It's not the first time. It's not the worst. Bound for Glory. No, it was definitely not the worst, but it was like you guys are what you trying to do here.
Yeah. So some of the results you had issue with, go into detail of some of the match. Was it the main event? Was it the Kazarian win a title? Bully Ray becoming basically the Money in the Bank winner of the Scotland.
What is Bully Ray doing on my television screen? Like,
oh damn,
the Usos already got your move. Chill. If you want to be an Impact, do Tommy Dreamer thing and just boost the other these young guys. Give them the learning tree, get them out there, let them build their brand. This is how come we got people like Roju being who he is, and Diener. I didn't realize how long Diener's been in freaking Impact.
He's been there about at least 12 years. I feel like he was there in the early stages.
give these guys their opportunity to be on TV. What you did for Rich Swann, I need you to do for everybody else. So that way, when they do go against each other, then it feels like a bigger deal. The way that they booked Masha Slamovich from off the rip, just to have her fucking lose to Jordan Grace, like it. I mean, nothing against Jordan Grace. Everyone loves Jordan Grace. Even with her little backlash and her tiny husband, it's all right. It's okay.
I love that. That all of a sudden became like a handicap. Even with all her backlash and the tiny husband issues. Like, wait.
I mean, Jonathan Gresham bigger than both of us, bro. He's like, I like Jonathan Gresham. Don't take this as a Jonathan Gresham bash. But what I'm saying is the way that they build up Masha just for her to lose, I wasn't jacking it.
Well, I think that the main story was, and I think we're not there yet with them, is this the last rodeo of Mickie James, her last run. She's going to fight Jordan Grace. And she's going to, I believe Jordan Grace will be the one to retire Mickie James. I think that's where they're going with this, basically.
They could have let Masha do that shit.
Should, yeah, but I don't think, I don't know why they didn't pull the trigger for Masha, but it was a good match. I'm sure they're going to run it back. This is, I don't think it's going to be a one-off. And that was my thing with this show. I was like, this should have been a combination of all these storylines or whatever. If Mickie James is going to have her last rodeo tour and her last match should be at Bound for Glory. Make it epic instead of wherever it's going. I'm assuming it's next year sometime.
So next year sometime, definitely for sure. Like probably the Slammiversary or some shit. Because she still got to go Deonna Purrazzo. She still got to go Chelsea Green. She still got there's mad other people in that locker room ready to go that she has to face. Savannah Evans, Tasha Steelz, the list goes on. If Masha has lost, she's got to go through Masha, and I don't see her beating Masha. I'm sorry.
She's gonna do it.
Masha might be the one to fucking take her ass out anyway.
Yeah, you could have Masha just take her out, or shenanigans, as we like to say, could happen in a match where Masha loses to Mickie James or something.
Yeah, that could be shenanigans too.
Shenanigans could happen.
Rosemary still exists. Havoc still exists. Like Jessica Havoc, Taya Valkyrie is there. So much matches still left for Mickie James.
Yeah. So in the same vein, I just felt like the show. It was a good show. It was, some solid matches like the opening. Like the matches, I have nothing against any of the matches, I don't think.
No, the matches were good.
It just didn't feel like, I don't know. Terrible. I was like, this is Bound for Glory. But I don't see what's the beginning. Kazarian is now your X Division champion. How do you feel about that?
I agree with that. That's fine. Mike Bailey had his run. We need somebody to push Impact. Kazarian being OG, you know what I'm saying?
You know what my fear of this is? And I think I put it in some group chat, anger wrestling fans or some shit. This is what I'm doing. This is the kind of life I live. Let me go in here and anger some people.
You chose violence today, folks.
Yeah. Or, Friday. It was Friday evening. And I was like, because they won a championship. And I was like, God damn it, I'm going to see this title on Rampage in 2 weeks. Some random dude, and I'm not going to care. It's going to be against, I picked Jay Lethal because, he has Impact ties or something, or he's going to fight. And I was like, I don't want to see that shit. Just keep your titles in your promotion for it, James. But I can imagine a world where the X Division title is fighting on Rampage. Not Dynamite, but Rampage. And I don't want to see it.
If we think about Impact Wrestling, right, in the past, I want to say 5 years and stuff like that, they've gone to Noah. They've gone all over the world. They got India. They got a Canadian Bound for Glory. They had an Indian fucking, you know what I'm saying? They go around the world. They are in cahoots with Pro Wrestling Noah, but I guess that contract flipped over to New Japan, which... if WWE already worked with Impact earlier, then that New Japan too. So New Japan, Impact, WWE, and Coach.
Well, I have full House of Dragon. This is just everybody working with everybody kind of mode. Everybody's a part of everybody.
Look, I just watched that last episode and I was just like, what in the fuck? Well, finally Well, I'm not spoiling it here on this show because that's not this show to spoil it on.
But god damn it, about damn time. About damn time.
You know what
I had to watch you. Yeah. I had to watch you suffer one more episode.
Finally.
Thank God. Technically, in that episode, it didn't announce that he was dead. It said it in the next episode he's dead. And I was like, okay, officially. But a lot of things happening. Like Bound for Glory again, like a solid show and all that. I'm more excited about the TV title coming to New Japan. Maybe it's the replacement of the Intercontinental title because, goddamn it, that should have never went away anyway. And then
that's what Will Ospreay said in his interview. He's like, I hold this belt on my chest, and as proud as I am to be holding this belt, it really should be the Intercontinental belt. And you know that Ospreay and Naito are supposed to face each other for that belt sometime soon, and he's just like, Naito, it's all your fucking fault. You could have fucking defended the belt separately, but no, you want to be a dickhead. You want to be an asshole and fucking defend them both. And now we have the fucking merger for a wing belt. But I wanted the Intercontinental Championship. Fuck. But now I have to settle for this. You say you don't care about this belt. This should be the belt that you should care about because I'm the one who's holding it, motherfucker.
Yeah. Because we got currently the U.S. title, the Never title, and the
New
TV
Japan
title
has
all
a whole
coming.
bunch of fucking like this. Like when I heard the news about the TV title, I was like, "But why? You have the Never Openweight Strong Championship. You have New Japan Strong Championship. Why do we need this?
Yeah,
we don't need it.
It's an extra title.
We don't.
It's not needed. 100%. Like again, more wrestling companies stop going the MLW route and giving everybody a belt because everybody has a belt. I'm so sick of everybody having a belt. Take belts away. Make belts matter again.
Look at the belts in New Japan. This is the belts in New Japan right now, and I'm gonna go from least important to most important. Right. So, as you know, the least important championships is the ones that hasn't been fucking christened yet. So you have your IWGP Women's Championship and this TV title. Then you have your New Japan Strong Tag Team Championships, your New Japan Strong Championship.
You're going to put all the strong ones at the bottom, but yes.
Look, I'm calling a spade a spade. Then you have your Never Openweight 6-Man Championships. Then your Never Openweight Championship. Then now you have the IWGP Junior Championship. Then you have your IWGP United States Championship, and now you have your IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships, the IWGP Junior Tag Team Championships. Then you have your IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. That is like 12, 13 titles right there, bro.
Yeah.
Like, chill. You don't have the roster for it.
It's not that deep. On another level. Yeah. Let's go back to the basics. Intercontinental. I'm fine with the Never title, but just cut the shit at Jay Cargill. It's like you don't need all this shit. Cut the shit. Okay.
Tony, cut the shit. Marcus, cut the shit. With fucking daddy ass's scissors. God damn
Scissor daddy ass.
Speaking of daddy ass, he didn't show up on the fucking DX shit. I figured
according to Road Dogg, that WWE tried to do everything to get him on the show, but Tony Khan wasn't feeling it, and which I understand. I was not. With the WWE doing vice versa, like I don't think it would have happened. So whatever. I understood, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. I would have just went with a cardboard cutout, or as DX has done before, just have a really good impersonator just sit out there and just randomly be out there. But that 25 celebration was absolutely useless. I thought an angle was going to happen at the end of that show. I thought something was going to happen in which you'd be like, oh, damn, they killed these guys finally. But it was the first shout out to China, and they mentioned Billy Gunn in passing and intro, and doing weird stuff with office supplies, according to Corey Graves, which is a good line. But it wasn't the same without him. It wasn't the same. But Billy Gunn had a hell of a week. Hell of a week for Billy Gunn.
Could you imagine Barclays Center? Daddy ass socket.
Oh yeah. And you know, as Rodo said, we did everything we could to have him on there. They didn't want the daddy ass stuff. Yeah, Scissor Me Daddy. They're trying to prevent AEW from growing.
Oh,
if everybody was just
Daddy. Oh God, a bunch of Brooklyn
that would take over.
Scissor Me Daddy. Wow.
Yeah, that would take over the entire reunion. I feel like they would the fans in Brooklyn would have hijacked that show, considering that I mean it would have been no Scissor Me Daddy.
That's New York niggas. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and it's the USA Network will probably try to censor it as they censor everything WWE does, but allow Chucky to go fuck all the time.
Imagine if they. All right, so imagine this, like in a perfect world, right, where DX is doing their fucking thing. All of a sudden you hear it's the Acclaim.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, oh my God, that'd be crazy.
I don't understand. If it's true, hold on. If it's 100% true that Tony Khan prevented Billy Gunn from showing up on WWE and WWE tried everything, my number one move would have been, hey, if he's going to be there, bring the Acclaim out with him and let him roast the DX with a Max Caster rap.
Max Caster rap, and then let it play out, and then Scissor Me Daddy ass, and then to get it over, then they could have DX beat the fuck out of the Acclaim. Obviously, just let them do that. A give and take.
No, I wouldn't go so far and have them beat up, but I think a nice little roast of that, and like, oh, this is nice, this is well done. But both sides, I can see why not to do that. Then it means I'm not trying to get them views.
It's not so much beat up the Acclaim, but Billy Gunn, because they could, they have that tie, that history.
Yeah.
They'll just give them the stick hit and then get the fuck up out of here. But man, fantasy booking. What can you do?
Yep, fantasy booking. In the ideal universe right now, he would have been on that show. Caster would have roasted DX. Triple H probably would have took another random shot at AEW. Crowd would have went ooh. Everybody would have went ah. They built to a match that's never going to happen, and it'd been amazing. But
I was quite disappointed. Going back to New Japan, I was quite disappointed that Titan wasn't Andrade, because the whole time I'm looking, I'm like, yo, who is that? But I'm like, he's wearing a suit. He's Mexican. He's clearly Mexican. It's got to be Andrade. And then Titan shows up. So I was like, and I was like, oh. And I was like, it's Titan. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but no.
But you don't even know what Andrade's status is in the world anymore. Is like him and Sammy Guevara had their little backstage fight.
Husband. That's it. Yeah. And the story right now, he's at the Charlotte's husband status right now.
Yeah, he's not allowed to do anything.
Charlotte's not his wife. He's Charlotte's husband.
Yeah. That's Charlotte's husband, Andrade. Oh, that's Mrs. Elena? No. That's Mr. Flair. That's Mr.
Flair to you.
Yeah, I don't know what his situation is, but as I said, and I said this for WWE, and I say it for AEW, if a motherfucker don't want to be there, get rid of him. It's not going to hurt anybody if Andrade left AEW. It's not going to benefit WWE if Andrade came back. Yeah, it'll be goodwill for Triple H. Oh, good, he's here. He said, but he's going to pretty much be in the same situation. He's not going to probably elevate to all of a sudden mega stardom if they brought him back. The top in WWE is getting heavy right now.
Well, here's the thing, right? Going back to SmackDown, Legado del Fantasma just showed up. They got rid of Elektra Lopez. Good job.
Upgrade. Like I had never, like it was just like
Zelina Vega
is so much better.
If Andrade does come back, Legado del Fantasma.
With Andrade and Selena. It'll be great.
Bring Humberto too. Bring fucking Angel Garza too. Hey, Bloodline, we on your bumper. Fuck out of here. We on your bumper.
The LWO. The rise of the LWO is back.
Bring them too.
But bring in Conan. Let's go. Let's go. Now.
No, Rey Mysterio's right there. Rey Mysterio's right there. Dominic, I'm tired of your shit. Judgment Day. They used to look out of the
Yeah. But as I believe it was someone brought up earlier, maybe West, the WWE has brought in all these factions now, and Loki, it kind of snuck up on me, to be honest, how many factions they had just in general. Like, you had the Bloodline, that was a dominant faction here and there. Judgment Day came out of nowhere. You didn't know what they were really going to do, if they were actually going to accomplish anything, or if this is a House of Black ripoff or whatnot. They seem to be in the picture. You have Legado being called up, Toxic Attraction, the New Day. I'm talking about a healthy New Day and whatnot. Hit Row.
With all three of them, yeah. I think Sonya Deville's about to join Toxic Attraction.
Did she? She might be officially joined, but I thought that was a nice move, a nice story-driven move. Like, my friend is out. Basically, she's grieving. Our respects to Mandy Rose and her family, and wishes and all that. But it was a good move to put Sonya there to fill in while Mandy's out.
Fantastic.
Like, it's her best friend. It was a good move. I didn't see it coming either. I was
nobody saw that coming. I didn't see it coming. Nope, absolutely not. So
and you also have factions of the Brawling Brutes and Imperium, who the Brawling Brutes, as they keep yelling bangers after banging, I'm start calling them the Bang Bros. And I think that's been looking.
Banger after banger. The banger.
By the way, probably the Donnybrook match at Street Rules. One of my favorite matches. I just have fun. There were just 6 people beating the hell out of each other.
Beating the holy hell out of each other, bro. Like, damn.
When they got Gunther and they were jumping him on that rope and it was just all out whooping his ass, I was like, that was so much fun. And again, if New Japan is working with WWE.
Extreme Rules was one of those pay-per-views that you didn't think was going to be good, but it ended up being good.
Yeah. I think it's going to be one of the most memorable, probably the most memorable Extreme Rules, not counting any one night stand or whatever that it was before, but most memorable Extreme Rules of all time.
More memorable than Brock Lesnar beating the hell out of John Cena for fucking 15 minutes.
That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite matches of all time. That shit was amazing. Still upset John Cena won that match though.
How?
Just,
how in the
how Sway? How? Just a great match. Just like it was literally watching Mike. That match was like watching Mike Tyson punch out, and which John Cena was Little Mac, and obviously Brock Lesnar was Mike Tyson, whooping the hell out of him. But that was fun. But this was probably going to be the most memorable Extreme Rules pay-per-view of all time, due to the Wyatt returning and some of the matches, Fight Pit and all that stuff. Like they did the damn thing, and then Raw came out like the Raw after Mania for some reason. I don't know why, but they came out hot. We're returning everybody. We're debuting things. We're setting things up. I was like, oh, we're coming out like this.
Well, SummerSlam is around. I mean, Survivor Series is around the corner, so they got to do that. Got to do that.
Well, they're in this new business of advertising pay-per-views in like months in ahead. Like they were advertising Extreme Rules, Crown Jewel, Survivor Series, and Rumble all at the same time.
Yeah. 40 displays.
Yeah. Nice logo. I still don't even know what the LA logo looked like. Honestly, they rarely put it up. They've already jumped to like, oh, we're talking about Philly next year. We're talking about WrestleMania 40, which is a milestone number. The 4 X's are coming up, which is
they're doing XL.
Oh, it goes XL, huh? Yeah. Shit, times flew. Didn't even not caught up on my Roman numerals.
You better. Roman is the tribal chief.
He's the tribal chief. Oh no, the Rock is claiming it. The Rock is claiming it now.
You're looking at it. You're looking at it.
Oh man, if they really set this match up, they have to do this match. They have to.
Eventually,
from Young Rock to random interviews, they have to do this match.
Acknowledge me. That's my cousin Joe. You know him as the WWE champion.
Which was, I thought that was a cool little like C play, but who knows, mate? They have to do this match. No, that's the only way this is get all in. WrestleMania is in LA. Makes total sense. The belts don't have to be on the line. The Rock don't need the belt. He ain't winning that thing.
It's a one-off.
Yeah.
It's a one-off.
That's why I have, Theory or Cody or whoever being a champion by then, and they can do the title, the main event thing, and The Rock can do the Roman can do the attraction thing. This is what they're probably going to end up main eventing anyway.
Yeah.
Whether belt or no belt, that's the main event of the show.
You know how WWE do. Roman and Undertaker fucking got over fucking Bray and Randy, and they got over Goldberg and fucking and Brock. So
yeah. Well, this year you can go back to earlier. Kevin Owens and Stone Cold was the main event on night one. Hell of a main event. Because you didn't know what Austin was gonna be able to do. Impromptu, but they main evented over who was it? Was it Bianca and Becky? Would have been the big match on that show, night one.
Bianca and Becky opened.
Yeah. There was a show
Great
they were going to main event open. Yeah, great match.
Great match.
Looking forward for Becky to return probably before War Games or so as well. Like, it's a lot. WWE has a lot of options right now. So
Royal Rumble should be around the time that they should do all these fucking returns so that way they can set up multiple shit for WrestleMania. That's my only thing. Like, set all these returns at the same time in the Royal Rumble match. Beth Phoenix coming to fucking screw Rhea Ripley, toss her fucking ass over. Fucking Becky Lynch, toss Bayley over if she's not the champion by then. Fucking, or just get Bayley her fucking just due and just win the goddamn thing.
Yeah. All right. The last news story that has happened this week, as in we're covering everything. Jon Moxley re-upped with AEW. Apparently he was working with a handshake deal, and he can no longer do some of his indie dates. He lost to Nick Gage at GCW for the career versus title.
Did you see Big Cass toss him through that glass, boy?
That looked painful. And if I'm Tony Khan going, motherfucker, I just paid you. What are you doing? If you're going to go through some glass, you're going on my show, not theirs.
Shit.
But I believe it's now an exclusive contract now, right? He's not allowed to do a lot of these other dates. I think he can work with New Japan because I think he's already booked for Wrestle Kingdom, I think. If I'm correct. I'm not 100%.
That'll be insane. I need to know what match that's going to be because shit, Okada is already booked.
Yeah. Well, you continue with Tanahashi. I think they have unfinished business. Tana could probably get his win back.
Tanahashi getting a win over fucking Jon Moxley.
Yes.
Have you been smoking the good hashish?
Wait a minute. It's okay for Nick Gage to get a win over Jon Moxley, but Tanahashi can't?
It's GCW, and it was a tainted victory anyway. We know fucking Nick Gage can't beat fucking Jon Moxley without no fucking help.
What if Tanahashi has a tainted victory?
Big nigga from Queens came to put that nigga from Cincinnati up so that fucking homeless nigga could fucking win the belt.
What's stopping Tanahashi from getting a tainted win like that?
He is old as fuck.
It's all right. Old as fuck still wins matches. Ric Flair just won a match and he's 97 years old. 97 years old.
Tanahashi is granted a better old wrestler than most of these old wrestlers, but he's no fucking Great Muta, my guy.
Tanahashi and Moxley in Wrestle Kingdom again. They can't do it. Run it back.
Or not for the AEW World Champion, the undisputed AEW World Championship.
Oh, it's 4. It's 100% 4. They got there has to be a receipt for Forbidden Door.
If Jon Moxley is the world champion by Wrestle Kingdom,
I see no reason for him to lose. To be honest, at this point, I don't look as the way it's booking. If you watch AEW on a weekly basis,
MJF, there's a big reason why he's got that fucking big ass poker chip ready to go.
He got that poker. Hangman Page is still number 1 contender. There's 2 number 1
Hangman Page is still number fucking 4 of the fucking top 500 of pro wrestler. I'm still salty about that.
And we don't even know what the Bucks and Kenny's makeup of all this. We don't know if they're coming back. I mentioned
earlier, and we don't know the what's going on with that. We know Punk is out, but what's going on with these niggas?
Yeah, Punk is gone due to injury. And I don't even know if he's coming back.
Fuck the injury. That's kayfabe bullshit. This is real life. You're out of here.
I don't even care. I don't even care about the
don't
injury
need him
or
to
whatnot.
come back to no wrestling
I'm bringing
promotion.
him back. I'm bringing him back. I'm bringing him back. No one leaves. But no one leaves like that. No one leaves like that.
It's gonna be him. It's gonna be.
Locker room.
It's gonna be Punk at Wrestle Kingdom versus Kenta for the GTS. That's it. That's what they gotta do.
GTS on a pole match. I don't know. All right. They need to do that because Kenta's still salty about not being able to do his own move for many years, and people giving Punk the credit for the GTS. He invented the damn move. Punk stole everything from Kenta. Damn it.
That match dead ass needs to happen. Yeah, and then I know it's been like 2 weeks. The day after we did the hiatus, Antonio Inoki passed away. Literally the day after. And I was just like, well, shit.
What are your thoughts?
I am doing a retrospective episode. I'm almost finished with it, so be on the lookout for that today to drop. I guess I don't need to do the mid-card mess until after SmackDown. So,
because SmackDown can change everything. Like everything we could be saying today, null and void due to SmackDown on Friday.
Just gone, and then everything I said is old news. So I have to figure out a way.
Bray Wyatt's gone. He said I'm retiring.
But yeah, be on the lookout for that Antonio Inoki retrospective on that mid-card mess. I should be dropping that today. So creative New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's been a political advocate out in Japan. All the people that he's influenced in pro wrestling, some of the names like Shinsuke Nakamura, he trained this Great Muta, he trained, it's a numerous of the people that Inoki has touched.
This is how far Inoki went. Basically, the Rocky 3, he inspired the beginning of that movie with Thunder Lips and Rocky Balboa fighting was basically a riff on Muhammad Ali and Inoki having their match, essentially. And, he's had a big impact in the wrestling world. And, I look forward to listening to the podcast here, a retrospective of everything he's done. He is the founder and creator of New Japan Pro Wrestling. There's a lot of accolades you can just touch with Inoki. He has that one video, if you look alike, him just slapping everybody, which is hilarious.
It's a classic video.
Yeah. But there's a lot to fun. With that, again, like Jamal said, check out his podcast, Three Faces of Jamal on SoundCloud. This is the last show of the week from us. I don't think there's a Saturday show. We'll be back Tuesday for the Untitled Media Market show, unless something major happens. Unless Okada shows up. If Okada shows up in the WWE, the vacation is over. We are back. Don't care. Tune into Raw's Retro Friday. I think I'm on there again.
What time do y'all? What time do y'all do that?
What time? It's random. It's whatever availability is available, basically. So
I'm gonna try to get in on one of those episodes. Manny, I'm calling it, man. Let me know. Let me know. I'll see if I'm there. Let me know.
Did you know I changed the thumbnail? No, Manny, I didn't. How could I notice? I'm recording the show. What did you do? What did you do? No. How dare you? And he gave me hello. What did you do, Manny? And then he followed up with hello, blow. Oh, also I wanted to answer Wes's question if he still have it. What is Dominic Mysterio's Thanksgiving? Oh, I'm bringing Rhea Ripley over.
Might as well bring Buddy Murphy too.
Ray ain't gonna like that shit. No one gonna like that shit. Buddy here, Rhea here, Dominic, Aaliyah. Oh man, we got some drama at Thanksgiving.
So crazy.
That Thanksgiving gonna be lit. Maybe Seth could bring Ray's original eyeball or something. I don't know.
Daddy, can you pass me the salt? Real fucking buddy, and everybody
reaches for the salt. Everybody reaches for the salt. I need to see Ray Mysterio say, I was inviting Edge and Beth. I was inviting Edge and Beth, but only Edge can make it. I wonder why.
Edge is there randomly with the kid.
He said, I didn't bring Beth for obvious reasons. You guys killed her. Oh man, that Thanksgiving is gonna go hard. Hell, bring Vicky Guerrero and Nyla Rose in there. A partridge in a pear tree.
What the fuck? That table will go crazy.
That Thanksgiving is gonna be wild. Also, Wes asked, what is Moose doing these days? Fighting Steve Macklin and Semi Callahan to the death. And he was in the gauntlet match.
After that match, he took a little vacation. He's just regrouping and stuff like that, healing up a small injury, but he'll be back soon enough. Yeah. You know, he's the wrestling god. He's the black wrestling god. He's not the white wrestling god. He's the black.
Didn't know we had to segregate our wrestling gods, but let's do it. Also, the Best Of show will be out this Saturday instead of the regular Sharpshooter Wrestling podcast. Those shows go hard. They are the most fun you will have in probably this channel because it's just a collection of all this wild shit that happens in this. But tune into the Best Of show. Manny puts a lot of work in there. Normally we're in the live chat, the premiere, and it's just fun. My favorite thing is saying like, oh, I should say this line. Oh, I did say that. Oh, great. This is great. We are hilarious. Well, the original logo, this is why he changed it. It wasn't centered. We're never centered, okay? We're not centered. The earth isn't centered right now, okay?
It's on the axis.
So the axis, it's kind of turned. Yeah, you know, little turn.
See,
similar to the way wrestling is.
Those flat earthers don't understand. All I know is that freaking Mysterio table should be on the Best Of.
Yeah, the Mysterio table is just wild. It's just, you know, can you hand me the salt? Can you hand me the salt daddy? And everybody's reaching for the fucking salt. They're just looking at each other. It's just absolutely astonishing. Just like,
Rhea's the first one to grab the salt.
Yeah. Good times. Well, that concludes our show. Hope everybody enjoyed it. But I think we covered about everything that could be covered in this world of wrestling.
There's always more, but
there's always more.
The professor has to close the book sometimes. So
yeah, his head can only have so much, and we can only produce so much out of our mouth. Okay, so you guys stay tuned. Tune into this week retro Best Of show, Untitled Mania Marcus. Blah, 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 blah. All this other stuff coming out. I don't know what Eric plans on releasing. Another episode of the shoot or something. Who knows? But stay tuned. We appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All the stuff, the mentions and stuff are below and above. Keep it up. Let's give them the guns. Let's shoot them out. And, you know, without further ado, good night, everybody. Oh, God, he's having a stroke. He's having a stroke. It's a stroke. I just felt new things flying in the air while you were doing that. I don't even know. But goodbye, everybody. I was like, I was saw it in the air. Goodbye, everybody. Oh, wait.
Nah, that's just my phone.
The show isn't tomorrow. I forgot. There is no show tomorrow. Retro is Friday. Sorry. There is no show tomorrow. Unless Okada shows up tomorrow on Dynamite. That's the only way it's no show tomorrow. All right. See you guys later. For real this time.